Hello, good evening, welcome. My name is Kwabena. Welcome. I want to share with you today what I've termed become better. Add value to yourself. Become better. Add value to yourself. We 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 often hear that Africans transport or Africans export a lot of their raw materials to the rest of the world, and then you will hear a lot of politicians talking about, you know, it's hard time we started to add value to our raw materials. You know, we have to add value to our cocoa to get profit, a better price. We have to add value to, other things that we move here to get better deal. Value addition is not just something that you say with your mouth. It's not just something that just happens. Value addition is a deliberate attempt. They charge VAT, they call it value added tax. So they tax what value that you have added, uh, you know, to the item. Most people, most of us, have grown up in an environment where for us to become better with our lives, for us to get better results, we hardly link it to our individual value addition. Most of us think that our lives will get better when we get somebody to help us. And the other people who call on the name of God every time, the Christians, the Muslims, the others, we also believe that God will make our lives better. My little understanding of life is that your life will not become better until you become better, until I become better. We can only carry the weight that which we have trained to carry, that which we have exercised over time to carry. That is what we can carry. People rely on connections. I know this man who is a big man. I know this one who is a big man. Most people don't look at, okay, I want to get here with my life in the next 3-4 years. And so I am going to train myself. I'm going to develop myself. I'm going to become better. And when I become better, I will get to where I want to go. Very few people ever think like that. But life, the one that you desire to live, the one that I desire to live, it will not happen that until we become better. I think the few people who try to become better do that through the academics. They want to get more degrees, more certificates, and they think that that is value addition. I think that is value addition, but it's just it's not that much as to where you want to go, what you want to become, to achieve your goals, to live your life on your own terms. So it should be part of our thinking that for me to get where I want to go with my life, I must become better as a person. I must add value to myself. If I don't add value to myself, whatever that I'm wishing, whatever that I'm thinking of, whatever that I'm hoping, will be left to chances and lotto. And you don't, if you want, we all have one life to live. We all have one life to live, and you should not live your life to chances. The moment you become better, you get better results. And so focus on becoming better. Focus on adding value to yourself. That is how you can do more. That's how you become that which you want to become. Set better goals for yourself. Better goals. Better than what you set for yourself last year. better than what you set for yourself last 4 years. Set better goals. Stretch yourself. What is it that you want to achieve? Set them, because until you set the goals, the thought of you adding value will not ever even cross your mind. But you have to become to get to that target. So I think that one of the things that we do to add value to ourselves is to stretch ourselves. To set a goal. What is it that you want to become? What skill that you want to get? What maybe finances that you want to get? What relationships? Who are the people that you want to connect with? What profession that you think that you can become better at? If you don't do that and you just live your life, or I just live my life to chances and into the hands of people and into the hands of the big men and people that you are always calling for them to connect you to something, people will always avoid you until you start to bring value. People will always avoid you until you add value to yourself. The more value you add to yourself, the more needed you become. So focus on the skill acquisition. What is it? What skill do you have? Maybe you finish JSS, you finish SHS, maybe you finish university, whatever that you have finished. What is it that somebody can say that this is what you know to do? That if you are looking for somebody to do that, your name will be the first one that comes to people's mind. What is it? Maybe you are the best mason, maybe you are the best lawyer or the best doctor, or maybe the footballer or best rapper. What is it that what skill have you conditioned yourself, or have you told yourself that this one I want to master, and master is so much well that people will call me when they need somebody like that? That is how you add value to yourself. That is how you add value to yourself. Work to get results. Work to get results. If you can get results, people will look for you. So for you to become better, you get results. You work. You don't play with the work that you do. When everybody else is sleeping, you're working. When everybody else is laughing and watching football, you're working. That's how you add value to yourself. So when everybody's target is 3, everybody wants to achieve maybe 4 at the end of the month. You want to achieve 20. Because when you start to get results, when you do more than what everybody else is doing, that's value addition. You stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone. So, my name is Kwabena. I'm talking about value addition. And what I'm saying, we will never see value addition as the way to get ahead in life. So far as they have told us that God will help us to become better, we will not see value addition. But this life, your life, my life, we can only get the results that we want to get if we focus on becoming better. The more we can do, the more we become better. So if the finances are not good, there is something that has to happen between the finances that will be good and the current situation. And that is value addition. Value addition in terms of knowledge, value addition in terms of practice. The knowledge that you get, how do you practice it? Let's say you want to overcome financial difficulties. It will not just happen by magic. Or that you call on the name of God, or you call your uncle or your brother to help you with the situation. Because we believe that all that we know is all there is. But if it hits you, if it gets you that maybe I don't know much, maybe I have to become better at what I do. Maybe I have to acquire more. Maybe I have to stretch myself more. Maybe I have to invest more in myself. If that one gets to you, that is the time that you start to become a better person. You become a quality person. If that never happens to you, as you grow in life, as you continue to live, you will see that the issues of life, the problems of life will overwhelm you. because then you did not follow or you did not focus on value addition. You didn't focus on becoming better. If you don't focus on becoming better in the way you look at life, becoming better with your thought process, becoming better with your scale, becoming better with the way you relate with people, you becoming better with your character, becoming better with even your morals, you work on your morals, you look at your relationships, the people that you have been moving with all these years. What value do they add to you, and what value do you add to them? All those are going to contribute to whether you are going to become successful or your life is going to stay as it is until you go out of time. It's value addition. Everything is value addition. Results, authentic results, they happen because people added value. Progress is as a result of value addition. You become better. The more you focus on becoming better than yesterday, becoming better than 2 years ago, becoming better constantly is how you become prosperous in life. It's not asking for help. Every time you're asking for somebody to help you to do what? To help you to your finances, to help you to do this, to help you to connect you to somebody, because here, people get into politics, then they become businessmen. People get money, then they start business. If you really believe in value addition, whatever little that you have, you want to start with it. And you constantly continue to develop yourself, become better, and you grow that seed that you started the business with, and it becomes big. Because you believe that whatever future that you so yearn is in your hands. And if you will stretch yourself, if you do more, if you become better, if you invest more in yourself, you will get where you want to go. So how do you use your time? It shows whether you're adding value to yourself or you're not. Yes, Black. Don't wish life was easy with you, It's just a wish. But you focus on becoming better. Focus on becoming better. Life on earth is not mysterious. I think that we are the only people who are crying to God every day for better life. We are crying to God for money. We are crying to God for good health, for not getting an accident. We are always crying to God. The people who focus on becoming better will get more results and get better life than those who are waiting for help all the time. So don't condition yourself to wait for help. Don't wait for help from anybody, even sometimes God included. Don't wait. Become better at what you do. Become better with your thinking. Become better with the way you work. Become better with your character. Challenge yourself every moment. Continue to develop your mind, develop your network, get to connect with good people who are going somewhere. Add value to yourself. If you move around this world or move through life, knowing that if I'm not getting it, it means that maybe I've not been qualified for it. I don't have what it takes to get it. That's why I'm not getting it. And then there's nobody anywhere trying to take it from me. Our normal understanding of issues is that if I don't have money, it means that somebody has put some holes in my palm, so when I work, the money comes, it drops. That's what people think, instead of them to say that maybe I don't have the right knowledge, maybe I don't have the right financial understanding, maybe I don't have the right expertise, how to handle money. That's why the money, when I get it, then it goes. People will tell you all kind of things, but they never add that maybe if you become a better person, maybe you add value to yourself, maybe things will change. So until we add value to ourselves, problems of life will overwhelm us, and we could live all our lives and never overcome those little challenges that everybody overcomes. When you focus on value addition, you become confident, you become fearless, you become bold, because then you start to develop yourself, the way you think, you become better. If you don't focus on value addition, you are fearful of life. You're afraid of life. You're afraid of the issues of life. You're afraid of things that, that could easily be overcome. The only difference is, what one accomplishes. That's it. The things that we add to yourselves. Nobody is better than the other person. All that they do is value addition. the difference between me and the other person who is better, perceived better than me, or the difference between the other person that I think I'm better than, is because of value that I continue to add to myself. Now, people don't have time to focus on that because value addition is responsibility. If they want to take the cocoa, and export it without just the beans, like the way we do it, we just bag them and just move them to Japan, and then the Japanese will go and work on all kind of things and ship it here, and charge a lot of money. You know, it's the same raw material. What is the difference between the value that they have added, what they have processed it, and what we just ship? Is because those who just ship the raw material think that somebody else is better, somebody else has better technology, better information, they know better. And when you are shipping your talent in the raw state, when you live in the raw state, what you're saying is that you're very far from becoming wealthy. So poor nations, poor individuals, poor companies, they ship the raw talent. They don't add, they don't believe in value addition. It's not part of their philosophy. So we move all the timber straight and they pay us, then we use the money, and then they change that timber, they bring it here and they charge a lot of money for it because it is not part of our philosophy. If you want to add value, you want to study the kind of things that you have to go through to get the value. The cocoa was just made from the beans by prayer and looking for help to the chocolate position or to the factory based position. They go through processes. So value addition is process. It's process. There are a lot of things involved. And part of it at the individual level is that you decide to work at yourself, to become better at yourself. You decide to work extra, become efficient. Look at the way you dress. If somebody looks at the way you dress, does that show that you are a person of value? You believe in adding value to yourself, or you don't just care, You don't just care, you just wear anything anyhow. You say that what? If people look at how you work, do you think that people believe that you're a person who stands for value and you believe in constant increase in value, or you just work anyhow and you think that you should be paid at the end of the month? If you look at the way you look at your character, do you think that you're becoming better all the time? Or you just the way it is when it was 20 years ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago? Are you a person who believes that I have to constantly become better? Last week is gone. This is today. Do you think that your philosophy of life has increased? Have you become better? Or is just the way it was the other day? Value addition is the difference between those who succeed and those who don't. Those who get to live life and enjoy life, and those who just struggle and go through a lot of pain and a lot of challenges. Because the problem is not really the challenges of life. The problem is the process that you have gone through. If the process you went through was not that solid, then the challenges of life will crush you. When they want to process the gold, the refinery, it goes through it. The fire. Waste. And when they extract the waste, you see gold purified. So it's not so much about the challenges, no. It's so much about the values that you stand for, the values that you are being processed with, the things that you are becoming, the better that you are becoming, the investment that you are making in yourself. That is the challenge. Because other than that, then everybody else. So your finances, are they becoming better? They will only become better because you added value to yourself. Or the developing countries, they are talking until they add value to what they have, add value to their people, add value to their raw materials, add value to the things that have to be, would have to be added to. They are not going to develop. Forget. It's not going to happen until they add value to their people. That's the main thing. The mind, the way the people process information, the way the people think, the way the people behave, until they add value to the culture. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So it's not magic. It's not anything superstitious. It's about value, becoming better, deciding the strength of your mind. Yesterday and today, there should be difference. The things that you are seeing today should be better than the things that you saw yesterday. The things that you believe in last year, the things that you could do last year, this year should be better. The same idea, the same thing, your thoughts on the same thing should have improved this year. You should have had better revelations this year on the same topic. Let's say next year, if I were to discuss, let's say, add value to yourself, my perception of this topic should have improved with better examples, better experiences, better results than what I am giving now. It's constant. Life is constant value addition. That's how you become successful. Other than that, life will crush you. Philosophy, the thinking, the strength of mind, resource more. That's how you live on this side, value addition. And most people think that value addition is only just going to work or going to look for another certificate from Lagos. Those are good. Those are also value addition, and I accept that. But the very things that will separate you from everybody is the ones that you are doing constantly by yourself. Your character, your work ethics, your intelligence, those that you're constantly adding. Those are the things that are going to separate you from the other person. Those are the things that are going to separate you from everybody else. So it's a way of thinking. It's a way of thinking. If you don't decide to become better, life is not going to become better. Life is only going to change for you because you become better. Life is only going to improve for me because I have become better. It's not so much the difficulties and the challenges, but it's so much of me, what I'm becoming. The weight that I can lift, the things that I can lift now because I've become better, because I've invested more in myself, because I've stretched more, because I've added more value to myself, because I've increased in the way I think of life, the character of life. I mean, when they give me assignments, maybe before I was using 10 minutes because I have increased in productivity, I have increased in delivery, I have become more efficient. That is value addition. That's why you get to do more. So one of the things that you have to decide is that if I want to become better, if I want to add value to myself, yes, value addition is the right key to constant progress. Yes, value means growth. Without it, men cannot progress. That's it. So when you move your cocoa to another country and you think that you're becoming better, you're not becoming better. When we move all those things that we are moving everywhere without setting our own processing plants, everybody knows that we still at the original state of thinking, our original state of doing things. No economy progresses when everything that you have is in its original state. Organic. Everything to the things that we have or the raw materials that we have, they say that Africa has been blessed. That's what they say. Africa has only been blessed when we start to add value to the things that the Creator gave us. As they are now, the oil that is there, somebody will just come and extract it, add value to it so that it becomes useful. Because until value is added to it, it's not useful. The human being in his original state of mind may not be so much useful, but the same old human being, when you start to train them, equip them mentally, in scale, the same human being becomes very much useful. So nothing in its original state without value added really benefits development. And so the same with our personal lives. If you're not happy with anything, if you don't like the situation, you have to commit that, yes, there is something that I have to add to myself, or things are not going to change. The way you think, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you treat people, the way you work. If you are not happy with them, go and learn how you can do those things better. If you don't do that, the results won't change. So most of us are wishing for better results, but we have jumped the line. We don't believe in becoming better ourselves. And we can only achieve better when we know better. We can only achieve more when we know more. We can only achieve more when we have added more value to ourselves. And so it's not when you continue to wait for help from somebody, from God, from everybody else that they have told you to wait. You can wait for 1,000 years. The result is not going to improve that much until you take responsibility, because value addition is responsibility. It's your choice. Nobody can decide that for you. It's your own decision. It's your own choice to say that I want to become better. And I'm going to go through the processes to become better, no matter what it takes. So maybe the way you do your things, everybody complains, but you say that that's you. If that is you, no problem. But nobody is going to get you on board. Maybe you don't like the people you flow with, the people you don't like, or maybe you are not even conscious that that is the reason why you are where you are. You can only get better when you start to look at that. Look at the way you treat people. Is it the best? Or maybe you can look at the way you treat people. The value that you express or the value that you have for yourself will be seen in how you treat people, and it will also be seen in how you use your time, and it will also be seen in how you use your finances. So if you believe in value addition, there are key things that they will be depict that you really believe in value addition. How you handle your time, how you treat people, and how you handle your money. If you so much believe in value addition, you focus the money in becoming better. You focus the money in acquiring knowledge, developing yourself, getting skill. If you believe in value, how you treat people will be that much important. You'll be honest with people, you'll be credible with people, you'll be kind to people. That's value addition. You will want to pay attention to how you dress, how you move with people. It shows that you are a person who believes in constantly adding value to yourself. How you work with people. Do you work to get results or you work to cheat? It's value addition. Because the one who has added value to himself, the one who has added value to herself, is the one the world pays. The world only pays those who have added value to themselves. So constantly focus on that. And your finances will prove. Your time, the way you handle your time will prove that you believe in value addition, or you just moving through life hoping that things will change. People who hope things will change is because they don't know that they have to become better for things to get better. We have to become better. If you want the marriage to improve, you have to become better for the marriage to improve. If you want the children to become better, you must invest time in the children. If you want the company to become better, value addition is self-responsibility. As simple as it is, the African man adds value to himself, will automatically be added to him. All right. So you just like that. So value addition is everything. Your story is not just going to improve because you just woke up and you were 25 years. No, it's because you invested in yourself. You improve yourself. You read books. You challenge yourself. You commit yourself to a discipline. You learn a skill. You learn a talent. And the things that you're learning, you must make sure that they are the things that are going to improve you. There are things that people learn and they never improve them. There are knowledge that people will look for that will never improve them. And there is something that you learn that will change the story of your life. If you, let's say, you get up early in the morning every day and you read graphic, for instance, you just get news, dead news. It happened yesterday, they put it in graphic. It's not going to improve you that much. Graphic is not going to teach you how to work well, how to become more efficient with your money, how to become more credible in dealing with people, how to sell your product, how to build your team. There are things that when you focus on will make you better. And there are things that when you focus on, you just become happy. So there are a lot of things that we yearn to hear. They make us happy. They make us laugh, smile, crack jokes. but they don't improve ourselves. They don't improve us. So let's say you are the one, comedy all the time. You watch comedy. It's good. You are wasting your time on it, but you will not become better. It's not adding any value to you. So it's a choice. It's your choice. It's my choice to decide which are the things that we are going to focus on to become better. It's your choice. It's my choice. Maybe you are building a business. All your time should be focusing on the knowledge that you need to make you more productive, not the comedy, not the laughing, not the wasting of time. But in this world, people are more focused on things that will make them laugh, happy, even if the situations that are worrying them every day don't improve. Because the world has programs, people don't give attention to them. But the things that will make them smile and agree and laugh and crack jokes, everybody else agrees. That is the pain of life. And then when you are suffering, or when another person is suffering, then they tell you that every one of us should go and help, which is true, which is humanity. But I think that we should also be more focused on that which will improve everybody. So the things that you are wasting your time on, the things that I am wasting my time on, are they the things that are improving us, or they are just the things that are making us to laugh and smile and crack jokes and dance? Because the African youth now, majority of them are just focused on comedy and dancing and things that are feeling, but they will not change your finances. They will not change your professional life. They will not improve the continent. They will not improve our lives. So, and so the choice is yours, the choice is mine. The choice is yours, the choice is mine. Value addition. You cannot become what you have not practiced. What you have not trained for, you can become. So you look at your connections, the people you move with. Focus on becoming better. Focus on adding value to yourself. Set goals to stretch yourself. Give yourself aspirations, vision. Become better. Dress well. Be honest. Be credible. Work more. Invest your time into something. Learn a trade. Learn sales. Learn something. Build a business. Build a better career. Focus on becoming better. Add value to yourself. Read books. Train yourself. Get good people to flow with. And constantly focus on that, because those are the ones that are going to be responsible for your results. The help that you'll be asking for is not going to be responsible for your results. Work on your morals. You can become better if you work on them. Use your time well. Use your finances well. Treat people well, and treat yourself well. That's how you become productive. That's how you build a better future. If you don't do that, the future will come, and we cannot blame anybody for the life that we live. Nobody. And Africa cannot blame anybody anymore, because we have to focus on adding value to our people, prioritizing our people, adding value to the raw materials that they say we have. If you add value to them, you become better. If you don't, the people that we send all the raw materials to, whether it's the human beings or the gold or the diamond, they will send them back to us and charge us more. And they will continue to become rich, and we will continue to become poor, because we don't believe in value addition, or we just say it with our mouth, but we don't practice it. So the difference between today and tomorrow is the value that we added to ourselves. How we use our time, how we use our finances, how we treat people, how we treated ourselves. Those are the things that are changing the future for us. So you can always predict the future. You can predict the future. What you're doing today to add value to yourself is the one responsible for the future that you're praying for. So if you're going to pray for anything, pray that you'll be intelligent to add value to yourself today, so that the tomorrow that you're waiting for will be that tomorrow that you want. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much.